Channel and welcome to a very business specific video. This video is for all of my business owners out there. If you are wanting to level up and grow your business in 2024, I think it's safe to say probably all of us do, then this video is for you. So most of these tips I've used over the past few years to get my business to where it is today, but I'm also going to be sharing a few tips that I am just starting to test and I'm starting to see growth from. My word for the year for my business is growth. I'm ready to take my business to the next level and I'm excited to kind of share how I'll be doing that along with you guys. If you're wanting to start a business in 2024 but you haven't yet, this is a great video to come back to once you have gotten the ball rolling. But until then, I do have a few other videos on my channel about how to physically start a business, which I will link in the description box. So I've got 8 different tips that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, and let's just go ahead and hop into them. So my first tip, I promise, is the only one to do with social media, and it's not just to post more on TikTok, even though that's a great idea, but it is to actually add a new platform to your social media strategy. In the past, I was really focused on just honing in on Instagram, and then I added TikTok in like 2022 or 2021, and that completely changed my business, and I've just kind of been focusing on Instagram and TikTok the past few years. But towards the end of last year, I started adding Pinterest into my strategy, organic and a little bit of paid usage, and I have seen amazing results and sales driven just through Pinterest pins. Basically what I'll do is I'll just take photos from my product launches or from my Instagram and organically post them to Pinterest just so they're on there, always linking back to my website. And then the pins that do really well, that gain shares, that gain pins and likes organically, I then will select those for paid usage. This pin I pinned in like December, November. It started to pick up traction, and so into the new year and this past month I have promoted it. So I put money behind boosting this pin as an ad, and this is the sales that I've gotten just from this pin alone. I'm not saying you need to go out and spend a ton of ad money on your ads on any social media, but play around with just adding a new platform that maybe you haven't considered before, and maybe it'll really take off. So if you're not on TikTok yet, try to get on TikTok. If you're not on Pinterest, maybe try Pinterest if it makes sense for your audience. I know Snapchat is having a comeback, and so maybe create like a private story on your Snapchat or even on your Instagram stories for your top customers. Just try out something new with your social media strategy, because you really never know what's going to happen with social media. My next tip is to upgrade your communication system and really simplify the way you are connecting with your clients and customers. And this is actually where this video sponsor Nextiva comes in. Like I said at the beginning, if you're wanting to level up your business this year and your business relies on communicating, calling, and texting with customers or clients, then listen up, because Nextiva is really going to streamline your communications process. So with Nextiva, you'll get unlimited calling, business texting, and auto attendant, voice analytics, and so many more features that will make your business look really polished and professional. So for example, let's say you're on a phone call with a client or customer. With Nextiva, you'll be able to take notes on the call, text the customer, schedule a video meeting, and then even join the video meeting all from the same view, which normally that would take so many different programs and subscriptions to be able to have all those features. Nextiva streamlines it into one product, and there are so many other features that Nextiva offers besides just calling and texting. You probably know from a consumer standpoint how important it is for a business to have a professional look and feel when you're connecting and contacting them. If something doesn't look legit, it may look a little fishy, customers and clients are immediately turned off. And so the way you communicate and how you communicate and the look and feel of your communications really means a lot when dealing with clients and customers. For me, this is helpful when customers contact me about order or shipping inquiries, or when I'm trying to get in contact and connect with future manufacturers, or even trying to land a new wholesale account. And Nextiva was built for business owners with no tech experience needed. It's really simple and easy to use, which makes your life easier and gives you more time to focus on actually growing your business. So if you're ready to let Nextiva help elevate your business communication and collaboration, you can use this link here. It's also going to be in my description box, and you can get up to 50% off your Nextiva plan. So thank you so much to Nextiva for sponsoring this video, and let's move on with the rest of these growth tips. The next tip that I'm going to be using this year to kind of really improve my emails is to segment my email list. Dream Daily has a pretty good sized email list, but I feel like I can be doing more with it and segmenting it by maybe state or like my top customers and sending my top customers more frequent discounts. And so yes, it's amazing to grow an email list, but I feel like the next step once you have that list is to start segmenting so that you're really targeting the right customers with the right emails. And I think that's going to help me improve my open and click rates as well. So I use Klaviyo. It's okay. I don't love it. So if you have an email marketing system you really like, let me know below, because Klaviyo is great, but I know I'm not using it to the extent that I can. And so I really want to dig in and make the most of it this year. Tip number 4 is to get your finances in order. If you have a product business, make sure you get like the business Venmo account. That was something I really just did this past year so that it's easier to separate my personal Venmo from my business Venmo when I'm doing like pop-ups or in-person selling. Also, if you don't have your business bank account yet, that's a big deal. That's as well as getting your QuickBooks or using another accounting software that you like. This is a great thing to do at the beginning of the year as well, because then you don't have to backlog all of your expenses and transactions from the previous year. Just like start it now, get on top of it. I'm telling myself this too. Tip number 5 is to expand your sales channels or add a sales channel. What this means is basically, let's say you're just selling on Etsy, maybe add your own website as well. If you've been, seeing success on Etsy and you add your own website as a sales channel, or maybe you have your own website like I do and you want to add wholesale. You start selling it to boutiques and stores. For me this year, it's going to mean getting on Amazon. I really think it's time. I need to do a little bit more research, and I've been contemplating this for the past few years, and I just feel like it is a great way to have customer discovery because so many people use Amazon. Influencers would be able to link the products easier when I'm gifting them and things like that. So I feel like it may be the year the Dream Daily gets on Amazon. And so that is a sales channel that I'm going to be exploring and figuring out the pros and cons of. But basically, adding a sales channel, it can be a lot of work to set up in the beginning. Creating a whole new website, starting to wholesale, it's going to take a lot of work and steps and maybe some costs. It just helps diversify where your revenue is coming from. And if one thing gets taken down, let's say Etsy shuts down tomorrow, you can still sell on your website. Or if Amazon gets shut down, I still have my website and wholesale. It helps avoid risk in the case of like one of these online or in-person sales channels gets shut down. Also, trade shows, you can like, if you're used to wholesaling in person, maybe go to a trade show this year and just find new ways to sell in person or online. Number 6, we all probably know this, but make your website higher quality. A few ways I like to do this on my website. My website is completely DIY. I do it myself. And someone recently told me, actually Lily, when I was being interviewed on her podcast, she said my website looked amazing. She asked who did it, and I was like, I did it. That means so much. Thank you, because I never know if it's professional enough, and I can always make it better. But some things I added last year that really helped conversions and just making the site unique and also professional is adding video. I use this Shopify app called Tolstoy. I'll link it. All these things will be linked in the description box, and basically it allows you to add like stories or like video feeds to your website, and it allows people to shop those videos. So my TikToks that I make, my Instagram reels, my Instagram like videos and photos, I can add to the product pages. So people are very used to, TikTok and Instagram stories, and having those options like on my website while they're shopping, I feel like has been a really great way to elevate my business, make it fun to shop, and make it a little bit more unique and professional. Tip number 7, if you're not already doing this, is to document everything for content. Especially if you're a forward-facing brand, a face-facing brand, or even if you're not personally in the content, just like taking photos and videos behind the scenes at your photo shoots, or when you're just working at the office, when you're shipping orders, when you're having meetings, like tease things. It's amazing for your launches as well, to kind of show the iteration of creating this product. I do that every time I have a launch. I show like, here was the inception point. Here's when I was picking colors. Here's when I was ordering samples. Here's the photo shoot. Like, I love sharing the product journey with my customers, and it makes them feel like they're a part of the process as well, which just gives them another motive to like follow your brand because they feel like they're a part of it. So document everything. Take more photos and videos than you think you need, because it's so nice to go back on and reuse and reshare that content when the time comes. I also love being really authentic about my business. As you guys know, I really try to share the highs, the lows. Just this past month, I shared a vlog where I was crying because a big thing I was excited for fell through, didn't happen. I got told no. And I wanted to share that because it's fun to share the highs, but I think it's important to be authentic and really share how you're actually feeling while running your business. But that's just like my personal take. Not every business has to do that, but that's just what I like to do with my. Okay, and my last tip for growing your business this year is to collaborate and do collaborations with other small businesses, other brands, and influencers. This is really easy to do if you're a product business. Service-based businesses may have a little bit more trouble, but it can still be done. I'll give an example in a second, but for product-based businesses, I really want to collaborate either with another small business or with an influencer, micro-influencer this year on creating like a product. So one of maybe a color variation of one of my current products or a new product. I think that's gonna be a great way to help other businesses or influencers grow, as well as helping my brand grow, and to create something together I think could be really fun. So that's on my vision list for either this year or early next year. You can also work with other brands as well. Small ways that I like to do this is just like collaborative giveaways. I find that those are really great at growing your social platforms, getting new people in front of your brand. But if you're a service-based business, maybe you're like a coach, you can team up with another coach and do a whole retreat for your clients. Like there's definitely a lot of fun, unique, creative ways you can collaborate with others. And I think customers really love collaborations as well. Like we all saw all the Barbie collabs that Barbie the movie did with all these physical brands. It was super fun. They were super creative. And I think customers, if it's a good collab, customers are really excited about it. All right, so that is going to be it for this video. I hope these tips helped you guys. Let me know what stage you're at in your business and if any of these tips kind of gave you an idea to try something new, to implement a new tip into your business this year. I am really excited to hear how you like them, and I'm excited to continue testing and trying out these tips myself. We all know as business owners, it's a lot of trial and error, but I feel like when you find something that works and that sticks, or someone else finds something that works, it's so amazing to just keep implementing it and trying it, and it's like hitting gold, honestly. Let me know if you guys want more business videos and business specific type videos this year, or if you want more of like a vlog style business video. I do have quite a few like studio vlogs or just my day in the lives, week in the lives. I show you guys me working in my office on my business and all of those things. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to Nextiva for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in my next video so soon. Bye.